All right, everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year. It's a start to a good one. So I picked up these the other day, and we got a 2000 Quad Master 500 and a 2000 beartracker 250. What's awesome is I only paid $350 a piece for them. So they're actually pretty clean. Have some tire issues. Been sitting a while. And I had one of these before, but it was the Quad Runner 500. And the only difference are this is a CVT belt driven instead of the foot shift 5-speed. So it's all selectable, high, low, 4-wheel drive. It's got 4,289 miles on it. So I kind of did a quick glimpse on these things. So of course batteries, this one needs a bright cable. But all in all, fairly clean for the stuff here in Missouri. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to try to get these running, just starter fluid, make sure I'm dealing with something halfway decent, and we'll go from there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I cheated a little bit. I started working on this before I filmed it, but it does have some battery. But the starter, let's see here, the starter relay is bad, which I already ordered one last week, so that's where I cheated. But if you need to try to run this thing, you can always just take something that's insulated and jumper it across. So let's see with some starting fluid if it'll start. See if I can find some. I had some. Did I leave it outside? Let me try to find some and then I'll get back with you guys. Oh, here it is. Found it. So, we'll go ahead. Super cold this morning. Might need the battery charger too. Oofda. Let's see here now. So we know it runs. So what's going to be our next step? We'll probably pull the carburetor out. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the racks, pull the plastics like I normally do. I did a quick glance around this thing. So we know starter relay, battery will charge and be good. Tires are shot. Like won't hold air for 5 minutes shot. So I have some tires, old tires for those that I might be able to throw on. I did notice we have a light that we need to fix that's broken. Front brakes feel good. Back brakes need a little work. They're there, but it's not springing back. I did not check the oil. It does have gas in it, but I think the carb is done. Oil looks fresh and clean. Guy put a new coil on it, which made me nervous, but it does have spark, and it did come with another carb. So what I'll do is just yank this down real quick, get to the carb, and go from there, because we just got to get a parts list going. And it's got an air filter, brand new air filter, which is good. So just start a relay. I noticed this isn't grabbing. So we'll pull that cover off, even though it looks like it's been off multiple times. Might be digging into something there. This boot here is missing. I'll probably have to make one. That way I don't have to pull the whole axle assembly off. We'll do a split boot. But yeah, overall, I picked this one. This is worth the least amount of money. It's probably like $800 to $1,000 four-wheeler at max with good tires. So we'll just get this one up and going so I can get it sold, and I'll be dragging in another one once I get this one good enough to order parts, and then I'll order parts for the other one too. But yeah, it's a pretty cool, clean little quad. So let me go ahead and tear this down. All right, so we all have been here before. You see that special Amazon $35 carburetor, and it looks enticing when your shit don't run. So what do? You know, so this guy put this on here and the idle jet was open, so why wasn't it running? There was fuel in the bowl. But he gave me another eBay Chinese carburetor. So what am I going to do? Probably throw this one on, and we'll see if it works, because that one looked fairly good and someone's been in there tinkering with it, you can tell. So let me throw this one on there, put fuel in it, and do the old cheap eBay, Amazon, Chinese carb special shuffle. Hopefully it works. We'll see. Okay, Chinese carb back in. Put some fresh fuel in it because the fuel looked pretty brown. That could have been part of the problem. Key on. Do my little jumper here. Some of the things we want to check is make sure it's charging. Yep, 13 volts. All right, so I take back what I said about the old Chinese carb, because this one seems okay. We haven't driven it yet, so let's not count our chickens yet. Let's jump this again. Yeah, baby. So we'll run through this thing. Like I said, waiting on starter solenoid. I don't know what I'm going to do about these tires. Sounds like there's rocks in that one. It's $200 for new tires. Will I get my investment back? I do not know. Plus, I don't have tire changing, so I'm going to have to split these by myself, which is no fun. So maybe we'll just get them sealed up. I'll see if I can plug them, get them by, sell them as is, discount a little bit for the people who would want this and want to deal with tires, because I can tell you I don't. That's my goal this year. Maybe get a tire changing machine. But still, you know, on a $1,000 quad, do you put $200 in it? You know, either let the next person, or I don't know. So many decisions. But we'll work on the pull start here. The reverse is locked up. And I think it's in here and not in the shaft. So we'll work on that, and you just keep tinkering until you get them all figured out. But front brakes look good. The bearings look good. Nothing shot. Got to work on that back brake, and we'll get back to you with an update. All right. So the cheap Chinese quad carburetors are junk, like I said. So still waiting on the starter solenoid. She starts, she runs. She'll go in all the gears, but I've swapped that carb and this cheap Chinese, two cheap Chinese carbs. I've swapped them back and forth, gone inside of them, tried to lean them out, you know. Still no luck. They're junk. I mean, the slide has so much slop in it. I mean, it's just either letting fuel by. One of them, the CV, the constant velocity part, was not pulling up. And they're junk. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But it does start, run, drive. I think I'll clean it up, sell it as is, and move on to the that King Quad I got out there. So we'll see. I mean, maybe I need to step away for a second, calm down, relax. But when you spend 2-3 hours on carburetors, and there's nothing wrong with them, it's just the way they're built, it's frustrating. So maybe I'll work on cleaning up the plastics. That's probably a good thing, so I'll probably do that. Some people wonder how to clean plastics. Let me get it away from the gasoline. I was working on carburetors. But got that. Just take your blowtorch. Be very careful. Make sure it's clean. Don't stay in one spot too long. It's pretty good. So some people wonder before and after. Look, real white. You can use a heat gun if you want to be safer. This goes so much faster with a blowtorch. Way darker than that side. Then what I do is floor polish. So this is the stuff, quick shine, I've used way in the past. We'll get a rag, put that on it. See here, sorry, didn't have a rag ready. A clean rag. That ain't clean. This might work. Take that, wipe it in, and it'll look pretty good after a couple coats. But that's how you do it. Blowtorch, heat gun, quick shine, floor polish. About 6 coats. Let it dry in between. You're welcome. Alright, 1 coat of floor wax. She looks pretty good. I mean, good enough to sell, even though it's not running yet, but maybe I'll tinker with it some more, but I'm losing patience. But it's alright, you know. Do a little sprit, clean up, pass it on, let someone else deal with the carburetor, but I don't know. See what you think, but it runs, drives, forward, reverse, all 5 gears, bald tires. I had these ones laying around from one of those other 4-wheelers, but it's enough to get it in, get it out, and focus on the other one. And if I don't fix it and I sell it, I'll do a quick ending of how much I paid for it. Well, I paid $350 for it, and we'll see what I get. Thanks. Like, subscribe, enjoy.